friends, it's Tracy from Nova Scotia Living, and I just downed my big fat coffee. It's all gone. It's all gone. But I'm about to go upstairs to get the kids up. I had to hit snooze a couple times before I rolled my big butt out of bed, but I got out. I got up. I took the rings off those mushrooms I canned yesterday. I gotta rinse them and label them after, but then we got some canning to do, Lucy. Yes, we do. But I gotta get the kids up and off to school, bring Maze in and be back and make sure my teenager goes to school and yada yada yada. So anyways, let me go do that, but at least I injected that coffee into my veins and I can wake up. Alright guys, I just sent them out for the bus. It should be coming any second now. Woo, what a whirlwind. What a whirlwind. Anyways, yeah, I took all the mushroom rings off. I'm just going to give them a rinse. Actually, I'm probably just going to put them on the counter right now, and I'll do that after because I want to get the jar set out that I'm going to use. I'll probably do the peas first. If you didn't see my video yesterday, I bought 4 big packs, 2 kg packs of frozen peas and 4 corn, and I'm canning it all up today, hopefully. So it's still partially frozen. I had them set out. There's the corn. Those are clean tea towels and 2 bowls of peas. And they're still partially frozen, even though I moved them around. So if I have a chance, I want to put some in the jars now, not add the water to them, but just kind of break them up a bit, cover them with a towel, and then when I get back from town, dropping Maze off, I can at least the first batch. So let me clear this table, because I have all those jars I need to move and straighten away. And then get all the jars that are under here, the ones that I'm going to use, and get them filled with some sort of veggie. I'll be back. Alright, it's 7:22. I just took out some of the jars. I tried to get all the same shape. These are a little tiny bit taller than this row, but they're all the same size if you get my drift. Like they're all pint jars. I forget how many I'll need for one batch per each canner. So I'm just going to fill some up just so, yeah, it's one less step, but I still have all these jars. And if I need more jars, I got more jars, but we'll see. Alright, I'm going to have to get some more jars, I think. That's just one bowl of those peas. And that's, yeah, 4, 8, 12, 13 pint jars. And I have a whole other bowl of peas and just as much corn. So I'll probably need a little more jars. I'll have to have a look-see down in my basement. But I'm going to cover this up with a towel, cover these back up with a towel. I can wash this big bowl now that I'm done with it. And we'll start working with this stuff when I get back. But right now, I need to go wake up Maze. Alright guys, I got Maze all dropped off at school. Where the heck did I park? Oh, there. Right over here. There was a whole bunch of kids in the hallway. I guess you can order pizza today. $2 a slice, but it's just cheese pizza. Maze will not eat it. And the girls have kind of evolved from just cheese pizza. So they have those salads from yesterday and stuff. So that should be good. Okay, let's head home. Alright friends, it's 8:44. I got home a little while ago. I know part of my head's cut off, but I got the rest of those peas loaded before I left. Ta-da! Looks beautiful. So now all I'm going to do, I do have videos on this. They're old videos, so I should probably have done a new one, but I don't got time for that. I want to get these going. And pretty much you just fill water up till the bottom lip of the jar. And I could have added like a half a teaspoon of salt in here. It has nothing to do with the canning process. It's just for flavor, but I'm not even going to do that because I will add this. I can always season stuff up when we go to eat it. And this is just cool water from the tap. And I didn't have to sterilize these jars. Like they're washed. I did it on the highest cycle in the dishwasher. But since we're pressure canning, that kills everything, mama. So Yeah. Now, if we were water bath canning, you gotta wash them and like sanitize them. When I have to do that, I do it in the oven. Put it at, I don't know, I forget, 215 or 230 for at least 15 minutes or something after they're washed. Something like that. But I like to pressure can. It eliminates the risk factor for me. So when we go to eat it, if it looks funny or if it smells funny, then you know not to eat it. But you know, starting right off the jump, there's no unga-mungas in there. You know what I'm saying? I did rinse these last night. If you watch my video, I didn't do it on video, but I told you I did. I rinsed them last night. These are frozen vegetables. I should have started off with that because this is a new video, and if you're new, welcome. I'm canning frozen peas, but they're all defrosted now. Make sure you rinse them. And they turn out just like canned peas. And I'm going to do corn today too. Well, that got almost all of them. Almost. And I just debubble with something that's wood or plastic. Don't use something metal because you don't want to scratch or nick your jars, or it'll just bust in the canner. I checked these jars all yesterday before I washed them to make sure that there's no scratches or nicks out of where it seals at the top, because you'll end up either it not sealing or it could potentially crack in the canner because it gets so stinking hot in there. I need a little more water in this one. I need to get some more water. Yeah. My teenager's just about to leave to go to school. He only has 2 classes this semester. I think he's coming downstairs, and he'll probably say something smart. Smart alecky. But yeah, so I'll probably get him to get Maze from school, or ask Dad if he wants to pick him up today, and then Marquise to pick him up after his class. Yes, like each day is different when his classes are. Rotates from day to day. But today he has 2 classes in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. But the first class he has this morning is the same class he has in the afternoon. So, if you're following me. Right. That one might have a little bit too many peas. Yeah. I've been listening to the book. I like to listen to audiobooks. I used to read all the time. I never did when I was a child. I never liked to read. But as a young adult, I started reading and never stopped. Read. But I'm the past couple of years, I've been listening to audiobooks. You might see an earbud in my ear when I'm cleaning or something. I'm starting to listen to the book, The Stand. You know, the Stephen King book, The Stand. I watched the movie years ago. I actually have a VHS copy up in the attic. But just to world current events, I'm not trying to make light of what's going on, but I thought I'd listen to the audiobook. I had a free credit on there, and it's like 45 hours. So it's going to take me a while to listen to it. But I never read the book. I enjoyed the movie. That one has a little too much in it. But have you guys ever seen the movie or read the book? What books did I read? I didn't read a whole lot of Stephen King books. I loved his movies. Like I watched Thinner and Pet Sematary and Langoliers and this and that, Needful Things. Dolores Claiborne was actually filmed in this county, down on the islands, with Kathy Bates in it. Yeah, that was a big deal when I was younger. Anyways, I really like The Stand because it's kind of apocalyptic, but it's a smidge religious, but yeah. I just wanted to, oftentimes movies are good, but you often hear books are way better, and I never gave his books a whole thing. I read one, I think it was a joint book with Stephen King and something Lehman, maybe. It was called Desperation. Read that one. That was a good one. But anyways, that's what I'm starting to listen to. So I'll probably be listening to that for quite a while, at least a week. Like I'll listen to a couple hours a day just while I'm cleaning, or if I'm laying in bed or resting and the kids are watching cartoons. I just keep one earbud in my ear. Like I don't listen to two earbuds, so I can still pay attention to what's around me and still enjoy my audiobook. So anyways, that one. A little bit. I have vinegar here. You can use hot water. And I'm gonna zip past this real quick. I have my canners over on the stove top. I'm using 2 big canners with the water that's supposed to go in with my canners, and I put a splash of vinegar so you don't get this white film on the outside of your jars. If you forget to do that, it's not a big deal. You just wait till the next day and wash your jars like you do any other time, and the film will come off. But it just, if you put that little splash of vinegar, just eliminates that step. Yeah, these jars are pretty good. So once I get these going, I'm gonna go check the laundry. I did quite a bit of laundry yesterday. It's not folded, of course, but you know me. I'm not the greatest folder. Well, I know how to fold, but I don't like doing it, you know. And I'm just using these Bernardin lids. I'm not going to soak them. Apparently you don't have to soak them anymore. Sometimes I do when I'm having a laid back kind of canning time. Soak them in warm water just to loosen up that little red rim around there. Not that you could feel it with your fingertip, but apparently these days you don't. And when I pressure can, I always use new lids. If I water bath can, I reuse lids. I do. It's not recommended, but I do when it's water bath canning. But pressure canning, it gets so hot in there. I don't want it to compromise the seal if I reuse a lid. My rings I've had for years. They look a little haggard. The real haggard ones I end up getting rid of, but I just wash them and reuse them. And now, I do it fingertip tight. I don't do it super hard like Shira. The water that I'm putting in these peas is cool. The peas are cool. The jars are cool. The water in my canner is cool because you don't want to end up putting a cold jar in a hot canner. You can just imagine. And I wanted to wait till these peas were defrosted all the way because you don't want to try to can frozen stuff because that's a huge temperature difference. And yeah, so that's why I'm able to touch. Oh, I didn't even put a thing on that one. I'm supposed to just put the ring on. There. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all of these in my 2 canners. We'll see. But I have all day to do this. I think I'll end up having more peas than corn because corn nuggets or whatever are a little bit bigger, but whatever. My family likes both. There we go. But these will look so nice on my table after. Oh, just enough. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to have to start moving some of these over. I'm going to put the little bit taller bottles on the bottom. And in the canners, there's like there's one of these. Just because you don't want jars touching the actual bottom of the canner, you need a little buffer there. So anyways, I'm going to get these loaded over there and I'll bring you back. All right, I got 18 jars in this one. Awesome. No, 17. These are the shorter, fatter ones. The other ones were the taller, skinnier ones, but they're both pint jars. So I got 9 on the bottom and 8 on the top. So yeah, that's awesome. So I have enough to put into that canner. I'll see see if I have to double deck it. I'm not good at retaining that information from canning session to canning session, but I'm going to put the lid on this. I already washed the gasket here. That's the gasket. Got to wash it in between. I do. And make sure it's a good seal, nothing's on it or whatever, so the canner can actually seal. But I'm going to get this on and turn the burner on high. Then I'm going to load up this one. All right, these are the clean jars that were over there. There's still a couple of wide mouth ones and little pint ones, but half pint ones. I'm going to load this up with the corn there and see if I need some more jars. We'll see. We'll see. So let me get it going. All right, friends, I've been dancing in my kitchen, been busy. I already have the weight on this one. This one is just done venting now, and you can see the pressure is up, that little red poker, the pressure is in that one. I ended up filling these with water, wiping the rims, putting the lids on, and I'm just in the process of clearing off the table. But now I need to put the weight on this one. I have to keep it in this little drawer. I use 10 pounds. I blow in the bottom of it. I'm going to I got to switch hands here. Oven mitt on because I do not want to get scorched. Now we need to just wait for that to come up to jiggle like this one. And when that happens, we adjust the temperature and set the time. We're going to process these because they're pints for 40 minutes. So there's 28 minutes left for this one. And then I'll just set a separate timer for this one once it starts jiggling and stuff. But I'm going to line up all this so I can get the table cleared off and wait for my pretties for when they're all done. All right, both timers are set for the canners over there. All those pretties are lined up waiting their turn. I just wiped these down with a fresh white dishcloth, just to wipe them off, and I put February 20 in a little scribble. And I'm just going to put them in this waffle box, and I'll get somebody to bring those down in the basement when they get home from school. So yeah, perfect. Bunch of mushrooms. Is that Randall flag? Oh my goodness gracious. You guys know who I'm talking about, let me know. Alright guys, the timer just went off for the second canner. I already did the first one, I shut it off after the time. So now all we do is just shut the burner off. That's it. Don't touch it, don't move it, don't try to cool it down. We gotta wait for this little red poker to poke down, and then you know there's no pressure in that. I turned this off probably at least 20 minutes ago, and the pressure is still in there. We can't even touch this yet. So I probably won't get the corn going till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. It's 10:39 in the morning, but all my peas are done. Just turning it down, you can hear that it's not jiggling so much. Slowly going down, slowly going down. The pressure will slowly leak out. And yeah, my pretties are here waiting for their turn, but they gotta wait patiently. Patience is a virtue, right? So anyways, that's all you gotta do. Just shut it off and just leave it. So now I'm gonna go check the stinking laundry. Well, it's not stinking, it's freshly washed, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, I brought a laundry basket of dry clothes out, switched the stuff from the washer to the dryer. I have 3 towels to hang up, and laundry will be, you know, all caught up for the most part, I think. All right, friends, that first canner, the tall skinny one back here, the pressure went down. This one still has pressure. So this is still very hot, but I want to get them out so I can cool the canner down a bit before I add the corn, because I can't add those jars of corn when the canner's still super hot. So let's hope they all made it. See, I had to put a double decker on this one too, but there were only 2 jars on the top level, whereas the bottom was full. So I'm getting them out soon enough. You might be able to hear some ring-a-ding-ding, ping, ping, pongs. Should I put it over on this side? Yeah, see? It looks fantastic. I know that lighting's horrible. It's blaring everything out. But I can hear the jars just bubbling. But I'll have peas for, well, I think I only did this once last year. Really, like this will last me a long time. And it was this one stop, bought all my peas and corn for the year. I have canned cobs of corn before, like you scrape the corn off and stuff. And it's very good. It is a little different than this kind of corn. The texture wise and stuff, it's very good texture. But I'm telling you, that is a lot of work for me. I found that to be a tremendous amount of work for a little bit of corn. Even when I had a big bunch of corn. So this might be cheating a little bit, but it's okay to do. It's not necessarily rebel canning, but I'm getting my shelves filled. I'm getting my bottles used. You know, I have oodles of bottles. Well, downstairs I don't have a whole lot of pint jars left. I have more gallon jars. That's why I thought I would use my gallon jars, or not gallon, liter jars to dry can. And it's not necessarily dry canning because I'm not going to heat it up to make the seal. I have one of those attachments for my food saver to vacuum seal a mason jar. I've never used it. I bought it like 2 years ago, never used it. But it seals it in. And if it's something I want to really keep long term, I would put an oxygen absorber in it, which I have some. But the stuff that I have, this is the last one, the stuff that I have to do that with, it's like pasta. I don't think I'd waste an oxygen absorber on that because we eat pasta fairly often. Well, I don't, but the kids do. That's all that is in that counter. The other one has more in it. But yeah, I'll bring you up close to CDs. But yeah, I thought I would do the vacuum seal on some mason jars with some pasta in it, just for emergency purposes. It would last a super long time. I just need to make sure the jars are washed, and I would sterilize those in the oven, or sanitize, sterilize, you know what I'm talking about. Heat them in the oven for at least 15 minutes at 215, 230, something like that. Just so they're good and dry, and there's no unga-bungas in it and stuff. So, yeah, pasta was on sale this past week. It might still be on sale, I don't know, for $1. So I think I have like 4 or 6 packs of pasta. And we would use that up now. But I could always spend another $5 on pasta, and that would last for a month. And I'd have some in the basement, using up some of these liter jars. Liter? Yeah, they're not gallon, they're, yeah, liter jars. There's a liter, a half gallon, I don't know. Gosh, I'm horrible with that kind of stuff. Anyways, that's my plan. I did buy a big bag of powdered milk, too. You can, I think it's rebel canning. It's not recommended, but people do can milk. They can butter, they can cheese, they can cream cheese. I want to try that sometime, but I'm not going to try that now. But I did buy some powdered milk, and I would vacuum seal those. I would put an oxygen absorber in that, just because I probably wouldn't use that right away, but it'd be safe in a sterile jar that has an oxygen absorber, just in case. But yeah, anyways, these peas are done. I gotta wait for the other one. I'm gonna dump that canner out, like the water. I'll put fresh water in it after it cools down a bit, because that canner is super hot right now. And I'll plan on, I won't start canning anything until both of them are done depressurizing, and I unload them and cool them down a bit, and then we'll get the corn going. Corn takes 55 minutes. I was gonna say, or I think I said already, I have videos on this. I did them when I first started YouTube, so they're probably not great videos, but if you want a step-by-step how I do it, I'll show you. I originally got this idea from Bev from our Half Acre Homestead. I love her channel. I do. She does cooking and canning and chit-chats and stuff.
anyways, she's the one I got the idea from. And then once I realized that, a lot of people do this. They dehydrate frozen vegetables. They, like, I might get a couple bags of mixed vegetables. I don't generally buy mixed vegetables, but I could get a pack of mixed vegetables and dehydrate them. I have 2 rinky-dink dehydrators, which do me well, and have that, and have a jar of that, because I have mushrooms, I have peppers, I have celery. I want to dehydrate potatoes. I've never done that before. People dehydrate meat. I don't know if I'd bother doing that. I would just, that just seems like a lot of work, because you got to dehydrate it and then pat it with all the oil and dehydrate it more and pat it. Cheese is kind of like that too, if you dehydrate cheese. I don't know if I'd bother doing that. I'd rather can it. I am kind of a canning addict when I get on a kick. So anyways, I'll be back in a bit. I'm just waiting for that one to be done. I'm going to sit down and rest a minute. I don't have enough for another load of laundry, so I'm just going to leave it for now. I'll do a load probably when I go to bed tonight and then deal with it in the morning. But at least all that's done. I just need to wait for the stuff in the dryer so I can bring it out and fold it, maybe fold it today with the other basket I brought out. We'll see. So anyways, I'll be back. Carry on my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are done. Totally sitting here listening to classic rock music. It's fantastic. Waiting for my other canner to come up to snuff. And then I'll put the weight on. So emotions, sweet emotions. All right, I have the corn in the canners now. This one is already doing its thing. This one, I just put the weight on, and I'm waiting for it to jiggle like this one, and then I'll adjust the time, or the temperature. I put it down to about between 6 and 7 on my stove. And then we put the timer on for 55 minutes for corn, for pints. I don't know what it is for quarts. All right, I think it's 125 minutes for quarts, but I'm doing pints. So I'm going to put my timer on for 55 minutes once this starts jiggling and I adjust the time. So I'll bring you back after that. I went through the valley on a horse with no name. Felt good to get out of the rain. Okay, I've been jamming to music all this morning, so it's around 1 o'clock. That's that clean laundry I brought out. Yeah, there it is, glaring at me. But I need to straighten up this part of the house. It's not too bad. It looks worse than it is. It's blankets and pillows and a few toys, but I'm going to do this real quick and I'll show you. Alright, it's 1:40. I just shut this second canner off. Gonna let it cool down. That first one over there is still not cooled down enough I can open it, but at least they're both off now. Now I gotta go straighten up the playroom and the TV room. Alright, I should have been thinking about this earlier, but I didn't. I was thinking about supper. So I just took this out of the oven, out of the deep freezer, and stuck it in the oven. I put it at 350. It's going to bake more than 20 to 30 minutes, probably an hour, hour and a half. We'll see. But it is 1:43 now. And yeah, it's a goulash bake, like pasta, cheese, tomato sauce, smorgasbord kind of thing. But that's what they're going to have for supper. Those canners over there are still cooling down. My peas are looking glorious. And yeah, now I need to go straighten up. Alright, I swept all out, or not swept, I vacuumed all out here with my Dyson so I could get it done faster, except for that laundry. I vacuumed under the baskets though. I moved them around. And I did out here. I didn't do the dining room, but I did do the wood around the carpet out there. I just need to move the chairs and stuff. So it's not perfect. That's Maze's tablet plugged in over there on the floor. Misha's up on the couch. I gotta switch out after. But the blankets are folded up. The toys are put away. It's all good. Better than it was before, that's for sure. All right, I just took that corn out of the canners. I have 28 pints of corn and 26 pints of peas. So I had more corn than peas. I thought it was going to be the other way around, but whatever. Anyways, super hot. They're still boiling. But it smells like corn and peas in my kitchen. Yeah, it does. I'm making myself a coffee now. I had one early this morning. And it is, what time is it? 2:28. The girls will be home in about 15 minutes, so I just need to sit down and kick my feet up and rest till they get home. That goulash mixture is in the oven. I'll check it around 3:30. If they're ravenous, then I'll just scoop it out and put it in the microwave because it'll be soft enough I can do that. If not, I'll let it go for a little while longer and then they can eat their grub. All right, the music's off, my canner's done. I got my coffee in hand. Oh, my flash is on. It's like the calm before the storm. About 10 minutes, the kids will be here, and all heck will break loose. But I'm going to enjoy the silence and my coffee while I can. They're back. All right, this has been in for an hour. It's not quite heated all the way. You can see on the top is not melted, but they want to eat. So I'm going to cut out some pieces and nuke it. That's what I've decided. I'm tired, and they're hungry, and it's a compromise. All right, guys. Well, it's about 10 after 5. I'm on my way to get Evie. It's just over for a little bit because Mom's done work. Oh, I can't touch the pedals. Well, I can, just on my tiptoes. Marquise's long legs. But anyways, they all ate that stuff. There's a little bit left, I think. See if Evie wants it when he gets home. And then we'll, I can pack up whatever's left if there's any left. But yeah, those jars look so pretty on my table. I just love it. Love it. So anyways, yeah, it's going to be dark pretty soon. Misha was outside playing with her neighbor friend Devin across the road, but I called her to come in because I'm going. Marquise and Mally and Messiah and Maze are home, but I just don't want her out and about if I'm not there to monitor, if you know what I'm saying. So, yeah. I said you can play with Devin again tomorrow. She went out as soon as she got home from school. So, they had a good little while. Anyways, I'll be back. Well, we just got home a little while ago. Somebody's a cranky pants. He fell asleep in the van and woke up when I got him in the house. So we put some nursery rhymes on the TV and having a cuddle. He's sleepy though. He's really sleepy. Oh, it's like 20 after 8. The kids are all running around the house, making a racket as soon as I turn the camera on. There. There's Mace. Here comes another one. Ridiculous amount of noise. Unacceptable. Unacceptable, Misha.
How did he end up with Sebastian?
Yeah, the caboose. There they go. Oh, hopefully they'll have a good sleep tonight, though. All right, guys. Well, it's about 26 after 9. I just got back from bringing Evie home. I told the kids to start getting ready for bed when I left. My husband's here and stuff, but I'm gonna go tuck them in, and then I'm gonna go unload my phone. So yeah, I'm feeling really good about getting all that stuff canned. I'll get it down in the basement tomorrow. And that's 2 more things off my list. I won't have to do that for quite a long time. So yeah, I hope you liked hanging out with me. And yeah, I plan on filming tomorrow too. I don't know what I'm going to get up to tomorrow. We'll see. Evie goes to daycare again tomorrow. But I'll pick him up like in the evening like I did. Or, you know, after supper like I did today. And yeah, but I hope that you come back and join me. So I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. But if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So I'm going to go in and edit this video and listen to my audiobook before I go to bed. So yeah. Oh boy.
It was a good day, though. Good day. So with that, I'll say have a good night or have a good morning, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.